Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host of Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. There are all kinds of rumors. I read a report from the New York Post by Joel Sherman that will blow your mind. It seems that the Mets have zero wanting to be bad next year. Thank God. They have zero stomach to be a bad team next year. That's how it has to be. You cannot, if you have the richest owner in baseball, you should not tank. You should not go anywhere, any year be bad, or even average or mediocre. In this report by Joel Sherman, an executive from another team has let it be known that the Mets are all going full bore on two of the big Japanese pitchers that were posted. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who we've been talking about on this channel, and they're going after Shota Imanaga. God help me if they sign both of them. And hopefully I'll learn how to pronounce their names from Gary Cohen and everybody that works at SNY. God help me. But, all kidding aside, the Mets are showing, if this is true, that they're not going to be competitive next year. That's a bunch of crap. I don't want to be competitive. We want to see the Mets win. We want to see the Mets great. And that's the bottom line. That's what we want to see. Now, as you know, Yamamoto is probably the best pitcher in baseball. Obviously, the best pitcher in Japanese baseball. He's 25 years old. He's coming here, having won 3 MVPs in the Pacific League, having won 3 Japanese versions of the Cy Young Award Award in the last 3 years. This is a pitcher of the major order coming into the United States now, or in North America. Now, the Mets have big competition. They have the Dodgers to contend with, they got the Rangers to contend with, and they got the scum-sucking Yankees. Now, the Yankees and their dog meat media have been putting out articles in the last few hours, in the last few days, saying the Yankees are going to sign him. The Yankees are going to sign him for one simple reason. They're going to make number 18 available. There's only one number that he cares about, and that's the $sign. And not only will the Mets and have to pony up the highest bid to sign this player, but they'll have to give the highest posting fee to the Oryx Buffaloes, who are, of course, the team that he's been posted from. Now, what's interesting is that how many owners are willing to pony up $40 to $60 million in a posting fee? Because that's what we're talking about. I think his contract is going to go between $250 and possibly $300 million. Probably 8-9 year deal. I mean, that's probably what we're talking about here. I mean, the Tanaka deal from years ago went for 7 years, 150. Now, the money doesn't matter, but it's the years. He's going to get more years. He's 25 years old. And to be honest with you, this guy has a chance. He has had a career he had a 1.21 ERA last year. Crazy. The guy's a great pitcher. Now, Imanaga, he's left-handed, and he's one of the best pitchers there in Japan as well. He's sort of he would be kind of like a number 3 starter, a number 4 starter. Now, both of these players, I've not seen them, but I do know one thing. The Mets really want to get another lefty in this rotation, because that's the one thing we've heard a lot about. We've heard about Eduardo Rodriguez, we've heard about Jordan Montgomery, and now we're talking about Imanaga. And because of these guys, I'm getting the sense that that the Met front office, the new Met front office, since they need another lefty in this rotation, and they do. Jose Quintana pitched half a year. He pitched good. He pitched really well for them in that half year. But they need a guy that's a little bit younger, a guy that obviously has a future, But I've not seen him, like I said. I've not seen either one of these pitchers. I know we've seen little bits and pieces of Yamamoto in the World Baseball Classic. I guess we saw Imanaga a little bit, but I've not seen them personally. So I can't, other than Shohei Ohtani, he's really the only real player of note that I've paid attention to. I know that there's a big Japanese player that's a second baseman that is pretty good. It's the big power hitter in Japan, and I forget his name. Murakami? I think it's Murakami, right? But I've not seen any of these guys, so I'm just telling you what they say about these guys. Managa's basically a number 3, number 4 starter. I thought it was amusing, and I always find it amusing that Mets fans, and specifically Mets fans online, they get so pissed off about guys, the last guys in the roster, the fifth or sixth, seventh starter on the club. It's so funny. So many people complain about Joey Wendell. The Mets signed Joey Wendell to a one-year deal. He is better than Guillorme. Guillorme was completely out of shape. Completely out of shape. Now, let's be honest. It was a disgrace, physically. You wonder why the guy was always getting hurt? Guy can't stay in shape. And I don't care what they say about his defense. His defense does not carry his bat under any circumstances. There's no bat. There's no bat with Wendell either, but at least he's in shape. At least he's in good shape. And people got all upset about Severino. Oh, this is another meet. Look, give it time. You have a guy that's been on the job not even 2 months yet. He's done so much work, and I think he's proven to me that he knows the problems with this organization. He knows the problems in the front office. He knows the problems with all these minor league players. Obviously, he did the right thing. He got rid of Vogelback, got rid of Guillorme, got rid of LaCastro, got rid of all these one-dimensional players. You know, I'm not going to get exercised that he brought in Wendell when we had Guillorme here. Guillorme was a disaster. Sorry. You take away his defense, he was a disaster. But anyway, I like to do my little rants in the middle of these videos, even though it's not a rant. The Mets are all in on being a good team. Okay, they're not punting on next year. They punted the last 2 months of this year. I never felt that they were going to punt next year. I mean, once they got rid of Scherzer and Verlander, they were punting the last 2 months. And wherever the chips fell, or they fell. Now we have a new guy in charge of this team. We have to trust this guy. The guy has done a good job on the restrained payroll in Milwaukee. Give him a chance to do a good job. The media have lost their minds. The people online have lost their minds, if they ever had any. Now, I have faith in this particular... I mean, the Mets waited 3 years to make him the president of baseball operations. Okay? The guy has had a good resume. He's had a good track record. And he's been restrained, obviously, with money situation. Now, I will mention that I am concerned because they don't have Billy Epler here to sign these Japanese players because he has had a good relationship with Japan and with Korea when he was a scout with the Yankees. That's my one concern. And I mentioned this the minute that the Mets got rid of Epler, that was an issue. But this new story that's out there, they're both going full bore. The Mets are going full bore, full throttle, trying to get Imanaga and Yamamoto, which means that they're not going to punt on next year. And you wonder what other ideas they have. We do know there was a rumor out there. It's going back and forth whether they're going to do it, make a trade for Juan Soto. I did a video on that the other day. There's also a rumor that the Mets are interested in Dylan Cease. I heard that rumor in particular from Andy Martino of SNY. So be patient. It's only November 29th, 30th, or whatever it is. Be patient. I have faith. I have patience. So should you. We're gonna be a great team. They had a great year last year in spite of the finish. Didn't have a great year in 2023, but them's the breaks because their foundation is weak. The foundation is always young players. It is never old players. So, again, I have faith in this particular guy. He knows what he's doing. Give him a chance. Don't be upset. These guys are guys at the end of the roster. They're not the top 10 guys. And that's how you have to judge them. And let's have a good core of everyday players. Don't forget that. So let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. We'll have more stuff on Mets and their rumors and everything else. We're going to have a great team. Let's go Mets.